Welcome to the show. Take two. I forgot to hit a button.
We're all here. We're all here.
Real life, Greg. I'm gonna kill you in real life. Let's get this shit on the road.
Hey, Greg, I'm impressed by the fact that you couldn't hit that button.
Rudy is clearly here. Nick is
Not
here.
gonna make the easy joke because I'm
You're in my
Gregg's
house.
home.
You're in my home.
Jane is within your
No. We're here to check in on the season. Nick wanted to do the show, and I protested until an hour before his scheduled time. So we're here.
But we're on a roll, and
We're really what we did not record was really good. So we're gonna apologize for that right now.
Greg, it was so good.
It was so good. But Nick, why don't you tell us?
Let's do this again.
The first part of the 4 games of this tragic season we're already embarked upon. I mean, you had a good practice take.
Yeah,
so,
thank you. Yeah.
Take 2.
Yes.
Hey, Greg, what's the only way this podcast could be worse than the actual team?
There is no way. None.
No, the team is so bad. This podcast can't be any worse.
Nope. Can't be any worse.
Cool.
Hit me with it.
Well, what I was saying was that pretty much I don't really know who half of these guys are on the field. I didn't know who Diego Campos was before yesterday. So obviously I've watched the Portland game, and I mean, why would you at this point? Elliot Collier is a guy that exists. He hasn't been anything of note on the field. Katai has shown some flashes of decency. That's all right. And our draft picks, like our main draft picks, really haven't been on the field at all.
They don't exist.
Why are we trading assets and players for draft picks if we're not even going to play them at all?
And another big part of that is we're taking up a lot of international rosters with these draft picks.
Yeah.
Remember, one's Spanish, one's English, one's Costa Rican, and go down the line. Thank you, Johan, for getting that green card. Aside from that, we're a mess. Thanks, Nelson.
Rudy, hit it up.
Yes.
What's going on?
Well, we have baby Nate Jakewell on the field.
Such a good. That is so good.
Sorry, I can't let that one go.
No,
He's tall, gangly, and he can barely score. So yes, he is Nate Jakewell in disguise.
He does have a goal. Elliot has a goal.
Yeah, more than Alan Gordon.
Yep.
All that veteran leadership.
Yeah.
Fuck that. 800 minutes, my ass. Oh, she's gone silent.
Yeah,
Okay.
she won't make the joke. She's
It's
mad.
all right. It's okay.
She's mad over here.
That's okay.
I'm protesting the shoddy standards. Production.
Values driven.
This is a
Values-driven podcast.
Yes. Values-driven organization.
Greg is so value driven. He didn't hit the record button.
Don't you turn the screen and try to include me in this. How dare you? You know I love looking at my own face.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God! I mean, why did we not see Katai on the field after he won the GU and after he had an okay showing last game? What the fuck did he do now to get on? On the bench and not even come off at last game when clearly we needed him at least to create some offensive chances when we only have fucking 30% of the possession. What the fuck? Campos showed okay. A point we made on the non-recorded one is that, or at least I did, Kevin Ellis, while not great, he made a game-changing save on Sardes by stopping that sure goal. So I mean, yeah, I'm confused. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this team. this is the issue with not making your signings that you're supposed to make, not pulling the trigger on them when you need to.
Not getting anybody signed. Not even like making an in-league move.
No, we got all the draft picks we needed. Remember, we were about to not sign nobody, but
we don't play them.
Well,
that and we got Kevin Ellis. Don't forget that.
I mean, and it's not a bad idea to go after some less veterans, but like these are like the scrap heap kind of guys. You know, Kevin Ellis, Alan Gordon, Nick Labroca, Arturo Alvarez. These are all scrap heap type of players that we've signed in like the past couple of years.
Do you remember the analogy I made towards the end of last season? The Kmart blue light special. That's really what we're getting at with the players that we get lately. Is we may sign a good player here and there, and then we'll go for the bottom of the barrel and hope that it comes together. And we got lucky last year, and this year it's showing that if we can't get somebody like that changes the game, we're pretty fucked because everybody else is not up to par in this, to play in this league.
Yeah, and it's good to look at the Dex trade. Like that was a good trade for a good player who can contribute. But I mean, like everyone else that we've signed within the league in the past 2 or 3 years just hasn't been up to par. So, I mean, it's easy to look back on things in hindsight, but I mean, if you're going to trade away a player with perceived value as Dave Hedicom, like why not try and get someone else from that? I mean, maybe not specifically from Philly because like they're not great also, but I mean, if you want to give away a player like that, don't just try to get back assets for a future that you're not even sure that you can cash them in for. Get a player that can contribute, and they didn't do that. And now that trade looks pretty bad right now.
We can have all the gammon tam we want, but they're not gonna fucking win us games. Gammon tam is best when you spend it. So fucking spend it, please. You fucking need to.
Yep. I just think Pauno is a bad coach. I think that's the other half of the equation here. So in our win the other day, we start in a 3-5-2, which is fine. 3-5-2 worked well. We scored a goal. We got lucky. We pressed them. We scored a goal. The press was there. It was doing the things. It was good stuff. After we score the goal, he switches the team to a 4-5-1 inexplicably. Nico is now playing left wing, and he was great at it, but that's not what we pay him to do. We pay him to score goals, and yet somehow Alan Gordon is at the top being awful. It's inexplicable decision-making like that. It's like if you wanted to switch formations, you can't play Alan Gordon and Nico together because they basically play the same position. So I had sweet seats for this game. And I got to sit behind the bench. And so when you discover sitting behind the bench, and Pauno is a fucking mad lunatic. So also I learned the team's favorite hand signals. It's like this, hand down, okay, hold your arm out, flap your hand in a downward motion. That's one. I don't know what it means, and neither do the players, but the bench loves to make that sign. Okay? So they love hand down. And then turn your hand up, hand up. That's the other hand signal. Those are the two. They're very popular. All the coaches use them. All the players ignore it. So that's what I discovered there. The other part about this is that Pauno is really bad at communicating the formation shifts to his team. When we moved to the 4-5-1, he's screaming at people. People are like, what the fuck? Everybody's out of position for about 5 minutes, and Columbus is dangerous. And we look out completely lost, and we're lost because Paunovic has decided inexplicably to change the formation that was working just fine to get the goal. And then when he switches formations again, it's the same thing. He doesn't just call one guy over and be like, you tell this guy go here and, hammer it out. He's yelling at everybody. He's yelling at Schweinsteiger. Oh, Schweini has his own hand signals. Okay. He's yelling at Schweini. He calls him over. Schweini kind of comes over, and he'll go he'll make the tranquilo hand signal. If you're a wrestling fan, he goes like this, tranquilo.
Tranquilo, slow your roll.
I think that means Schweinsteiger is supposed to go back towards defense. I'm not sure. Basti didn't seem too sure about it either, because he looked over once and they were like, Basti, tranquilo. And he was like, what? I don't know. Velko also likes to throw his gloves. A couple times in the first half, one glove, same glove, throw it, eventually pick it up, go sit down for half a second, put the glove back on, start screaming at the refs in the field again, throw the glove, come back. Second half, things were getting really dicey. 2 gloves, took both gloves off, throw them down, pick it up, threw it again, and then he kicked the digital signboard. Things were getting so heated, the fourth official was like, you need to sit down or you're going to get run. And Eric Gregg is a human buffer. He just walked over, Pauno went to sit down, and Gregg was like, no, he's fine. He's fine. No, he's fine. He's fine. He's okay. He was like, yeah. That's what he was doing. He's like, no, you fourth official, go back to your box. You get out of here. And then immediately when the fourth official turns his back and takes 2 steps, Pauno's immediately back out in the box screaming at people. 2 other things of note that you need to know, because it may help you understand why we're so fucking bad.
Didn't he also yell at one of the assistant coaches?
Yeah, no, I'm getting there. So when Collier comes on, Pauno's screeching at somebody on the field. I don't know what. Matkovich is holding on to Collier like it's not time to go yet. The mad genius hasn't given the signal. Pauno turns around, sees Collier, goes, and he's like, what the fuck? And all of a sudden, Collier's like, "Boop, I'm gone." Boop, and he runs to go get in the game. And then he starts cursing out Matkovich, and he turns around, screaming at the field, turns back around, curses out Matkovich again, turns around, back at the field, turns around more time, yells at Matkovich again. And Matkovich just stands there, clearly maybe this hasn't happened before. I don't know, but this guy's worked with this guy for a long time. But he just looked. His body language said of a guy who's like, I'm not going to move because if I don't move, maybe he'll stop yelling at me. and then the other one that I really liked was Kevin Ellis. If you remember when Kevin Ellis got hurt and came off, Kevin Ellis comes over to the sideline and he looks at Pauno and he's like, I'm fine. He says, I'm fine. Those were the 2 words he used. I could hear him. I'm fine. Pauno looks at Lillard and he's like, sub in. And Ellis is like, what the fuck? And then he just walks to the bench and the fans are like, give him a nice little ovation because he worked hard and the coach is a madman. So he's a crazy lunatic who doesn't know what he's doing. He's losing the plot, and I can't wait until he's fired. I hate him.
Wow.
On a scale of 1 to 10, Frank Clopas, how much do you hate him?
On Frank Klopas level hate?
Yeah, 1 to 10 Frank Klopas.
Ooh, God. I mean, that's a tough one. I really didn't like Frank at the end. It's high. It's like 9. It's like 9 Klopases.
Wow.
Yeah, it's high.
Wow.
I don't like him. He's a bad coach, everybody.
Wow.
I mean, Baccaro's right there. I don't understand how Baccaro's not getting minutes over Collier, who's not that good. He's super clumsy. He's big, but he's super clumsy.
Sounds familiar.
Mo Adams didn't dress, and Brony Bro is going in.
Yeah, Brony Bro getting minutes in clutch time while we're up 1-0. Not okay.
I will say this. Drew Cotter has played himself at the start. So I'm happy about him seeing the field because he earned it after the Portland game. He had a really good game coming off the bench. he had a decent game in this game, warranting the start, I think, and staying on the field. So I'm okay with him seeing time, and I'd love to see more of him if he continues this route. You know,
He earned it last season. He was good.
he was
I mean,
a little
like,
inconsistent in my thoughts, but
He,
he was still good.
he's not a player that you want starting like 20 games, but he's a player that you need to spot start, or if you need to change a dynamic or give someone a rest. He's a player that you can count on to give you a couple solid games. Not great, not like world beating, not men of the match, crack his ham, goo earning games, but like he'll go in, he'll do a job. I like him a lot.
Who is that again? Who do you like a lot?
Drew Connor.
Drew Connor.
Ah, yes, Nick's son, Drew Connor. He's very
Yes.
good. He was very good yesterday. I
Yes.
thought he played really well, except he's not a wide player. So, like, when he was forced to play, like, out on the wing, it's not what he does well. He doesn't defend. He just doesn't, it's not his home. He's much better in the center or at right back, but he's not like a winger.
Nah.
I thought he was good. I thought he was good otherwise. I really like Diego Campos. I don't know that he's good, quote unquote, but he's a lot of fun.
He can at least cross. He can at least cross the ball and at least put a corner into the box and not make it look atrocious.
Yeah.
My God, he can do the basic skills required of him for the job that he gets paid a lot of money to do.
He doesn't get paid a lot of money.
He doesn't get
More
paid.
money than he should get paid to do for kicking a fucking ball around.
Diego
Well, we paid a lot more money for being able to do less.
But
Oh.
fair point, Rudy.
He's not terrible.
No, he's not terrible.
He's no Zlatan though.
He's no Zlatan. There's not much to like about this team. It's all the complaints. For me personally, it feels like all the complaints I had last year are still there, and they're just getting worse. The coach is an idiot. He's not a pragmatist, and he prioritizes playing garbage vets over young players, i.e., playing Kevin Ellis over Lillard in the starting lineup and playing Alan Gordon over anybody. I just don't like it. I mean, Kevin Ellis is fine because he's a backup because Dean must have been hurt. Yes.
He wasn't in the 18. I don't know.
We saw him sit down. We saw him walk and go to his seats. He was moving. He was walking fine. So I don't know. It wasn't like he was on crutches or anything. So there was no outward signs of injury. But
He's a thick man. He might be injured, but you may not see it.
yeah, no, I know he's fragile. So I assume he was hurt because he's a much better player than Kevin Ellis. So I don't know. It's the same crap, and it's like I know that the Eker rumor popped up again this week, and as much as I like Eker, I don't care. Like, please get me somebody, a good goalkeeper now, like tomorrow. Until we have a real number one, we need a goalkeeper tomorrow.
Hey, Zach McMath, what are you doing?
Anyone.
Your mom.
We need someone in the number one shirt.
You're very proud of that one, Nick. So yeah, I don't know what else to say about this team. It is what it is.
I mean, I keep hearing things, about the team and this center back. You know what? You're not wrong. Okay. Who we have beside Johan so far hasn't been great. Alice hasn't been great. Schweinsteiger shouldn't be back there. Dean hasn't been great. Campbell, when he comes back from injury, won't be great. So I keep hearing that, this team needs a center back. That just seems to be the basic default criticism for any fucking team in the league. But what I will say is that I do feel that once this team gets healthier and once we get someone to be a better goalkeeper than Wildcat Richard Sanchez, I think we could be something. We could be something. this could be something because Nico alone is just going to carry this team. Nico, Dex, and Basti will just carry this team.
We have 5 or 6 good players.
That's a lot of weight to carry.
Yeah, those guys are tasked with a lot to do, but it's Basti, it's Brandon, Dax, Nico, Kapelhoff. Those are the 5 guys that are healthy.
Ulster
is number 6.
when he comes
He's
back.
healthy. So we have 6 good players. Nico's going to get 20 goals this year. So you should be able to build off that. The guy will get 20 just by fucking breathing in MLS because his finishing is so good. He's got 4 goals this year already out of trash.
He makes chicken salad out of chicken shit.
He makes chicken wings.
He makes them slap.
What the? I don't. Y'all are banned from metaphors forever.
I just had to throw in the chicken wings, of course.
I like how you said he makes them slap. I like
Anyway.
Oh, wow.
So, anything else about this game from yesterday? I don't really have much else.
It's very cold.
It was
my
cold.
eyeballs froze.
It was very
It
good.
was cold. Okay.
That's fuck.
Ellen was full of bourbon.
I was full of bourbon.
Well, that's how you beat the cold.
It didn't work as well as I thought it was going to. It mostly just made me full of bourbon.
Fair enough. Well, cool.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yes.
I was about to say, well, we're gonna get Zlatan this week.
yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
I want him to never play in Chicago, just like David Beckham, who, yes, Rudy, I know played here twice.
Yes, he did.
But, like, did he really, like, play here?
He started in 08 and he came
Shut
off
up.
the bench. He gave up the turnover to Cuauhtemoc Blanco, who passed it to John Thorrington, who scored the goal. So, yes, he did play.
Real, if he knows it or not. He's got this.
Well, the Zlatan is currently on the bench for the Galaxy right now as we speak, even though it is halftime and they're probably in the locker room and he's not on the bench. But metaphorically speaking, he's on the bench ready to come in, which means we should see him next week.
He'll probably start next week.
Yeah,
It-
we're right for the
He'll
picking.
start?
no, we're the team you start him against because we have a goalkeeper who's not ready for the Zlatan experience.
I'm very excited about perhaps standing in the cold again and watching someone score 500 goals on my team because we couldn't get a fucking goalkeeper. Unless this would be a good game for Casillas' music to hit like halfway through the first half and have him do a run on. That'd be a good one.
That would
Catching
be
his
fun.
money in the bank.
Is that
Yeah.
just the Real Madrid music and Real Madrid, the whole thing?
Yeah.
Mm.
With like an undercurrent at the Champions League theme
Mm.
because he's won it
Mm.
a lot.
That's fine. I'm fine with that. If he's coming next week, then it's fine. If he's
Yep.
not coming next week, I don't care if he's coming.
You know, they do the player lineups and they go like, and then his music hits and he runs on and everyone's like, oh my God, it's Iker Casillas.
He's
not-
catching his money in the bank.
It's not how soccer works, unfortunately.
No.
It should be.
Should be.
That would be a lot of fun.
Mm.
Anyway, Galaxy, they are playing. They are okay, maybe? I don't know.
They have a better coach than we do.
That is true. Yeah.
I mean, in
Yeah.
your opinion, everyone has a better coach than we do. Who's worse than us in the league? Who is a worse coach than us? Who is at full 10 out of 10 Frankie Klopas is?
Brad Friedel.
That's got to be Caleb Porter.
I do not like Caleb Porter.
Fat man in Minnesota?
No,
Oh, the fat sweaty man. Yeah.
I don't hate him. And it's not hate. It's more of you're close, but not good. I really don't like Jason Kreis.
Oh, that's right.
They're playing well right now, so
They played well for 10 minutes. Let's like give them too much credit.
But if they don't play well, I mean, they bought everybody they could buy under the sun. So if they don't play well, then they're really screwed.
And there's still a trash ass team.
yes.
That played 10 minutes very well and got the win and moved up to 5th.
In fairness, I think 10 minutes is collectively more good minutes than we've played this season.
We did score a bunch of goals in a row.
Yeah, it takes like 20 seconds to score a goal. That doesn't add up to 10 minutes.
That's pretty much what our did.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? All right, can we take a look at the East standings right now? Because there are words that must be had here.
Okay.
East standings, all right?
I got it up.
All right, number 1, New York City. Pretty okay team. Okay, fine. Number 2, Atlanta.
Quick note, that's without David Villa.
Without David Villa, there's still a pretty good team. 4-1-0 plus 6 goal differential, 5 games. Okay, fine. Yeah, they're good. Okay, fine. We have Atlanta in second. 4 wins, 1 loss, plus 7 goal differential. Look, they're just gonna score goals and not give a fuck about anything else. They're also going to get lucky with some referee calls too. So keep that in mind as well. Number 3, Columbus, who we just beat. That's nice to see. Number 4, fucking New England. What the fuck are they doing up there?
Winning games without Lee Win.
3 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss.
+5 on the GD.
How are
more luck than anything?
How is that a thing? How have they been doing that?
Christian Pinilla is good. That's partially what this is.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know who that is, but number 5 is Orlando City, with a -1 goal differential. I mean, this team is just gonna be confusing for the entire season. Kind of feel. I don't know. I don't have a good handle on them, and the past couple of weeks I've largely taken off of soccer, so I don't really know how well they are. Number 6 is the Red Bull, 2 wins, 2 losses, deep in the CONCACAF Champions League chaos.
And they played a game less than everybody in front of them.
They played 4 games. Everyone else have played 5, except for Columbus, who have played 6. I feel New York is going to be there at the end.
Yes.
They're very talented, and Jesse is too good.
Also, their goal differential is +5 right now. So
they've conceded 5 goals, which is pretty good. For 5 goals in 4 games, not bad. Who else do we got here? We have Montreal at 7. 5 games played, 6 points. They're better than I thought they'd be at this point. Philadelphia at 8. 5 points in 4 games. They exist. They're there. Okay, fine. Our Chicago Fire at 9th place. We've already talked about them. Trash. Toronto FC at 10th place. 3 games and 3 points. I mean, they seem to be taking the season off so far while the CONCACAF Champions League
have business
out.
to fucking attend to. They have a chance to win.
They've got bigger fish to catch, so they'll be fine.
Bigger birds to shoot down? Club America joke? Eagles?
Very well played. And then last place, unsurprisingly, 0 wins, 2 draws, 3 losses. The Fighting Ben Olsons. Yeah, they play like what? Like 18 games with like 2 at home.
One at the Maryland Sportsplex where they can only fit 5,000 people, and DeMarcus Beasley called it a circus.
Yeah. He said it was no good. DMB, who's played everywhere under the sun, this is where he drew the line. No, he's played everywhere. That guy's played everywhere.
Haven, Scotland.
FYI, that's the infamous place where Cuauhtemoc Blanco got suspended for U.S. Open Cup and still currently is suspended and will forever be.
I just want to take this moment to also point out that neither Portland nor Seattle has won a game, and that is fucking wonderful.
I'm sure you are thrilled about that. To be fair, Seattle has played 3 games, but they have lost all 3 of those games, so that's exciting. They also was their schedule adjusted for Champions League also? Okay.
Yes.
All right, because they lost to the Chivas, I believe.
Yep.
Okay, so the standings are not really what we expected, and they're all jumbled up because of teams getting weeks off just because, or because of the CONCACAF Champions League. But
because MLS scheduling is dumb.
MLS scheduling is always wild, and there's always one extra team to knock things off of the balance. But that's our Eastern Conference. I mean, we have 4 points, 6 points behind 4th place, 2 points behind 6th place. I don't really know if we're going to catch anyone at this point. It's a long season. I will say, it's a long season.
We played 4 games.
Dude, you hit a panic button harder than
I did than I ever have.
I don't know.
We're 1-1-2. We have 7 goals in 4 games, which means we're scoring more goals than everybody that's not in the playoffs, not at up to 6th. And that's with teams that have played more games than us as well. We just need a better goalkeeper. Literally, we need a better goalkeeper. We get a better goalkeeper, we're going to get more points. That is really what a lot of this comes down to.
So we're really relying on the Iker Casillas thing to go through, right?
Anybody. It doesn't have to be Iker. Anybody. That's a veteran goalkeeper.
Why not go for Zach McMath?
Of course.
Well, during the offseason, Chris Seitz was available, and that didn't happen also. So
no, they're going to wait for Iker, and they're stupid because if we wait for Iker, we will not be in a position to do anything. And we will have wasted Schweinsteiger's last good year, Nico's second to last good year, and a half season of an aged Iker Casillas. It's fucking stupid. Get a stopgap keeper immediately. I don't care what you have to do. If you have to overspend for him, fine. You can still sign Iker, but just get somebody that's better right now.
You have the Gammon Tam from David Accam. What's it gonna? It's not accruing interest, for the love of God. Just go for it.
Not know that.
Yeah, it's accruing interest, and then it's gonna disappear at the end of the season, like it always does.
You do not know that.
So then, if we know that they're going to wait for Iker, why are we not hitting the panic button then?
I'm just saying they could still acquire another goalkeeper. They're not going to, but the option is there. I'm not going to hit this. I'm not going to panic until. Why panic? I've already thrown the season away.
Yeah,
there's nothing to panic about. Yeah. I'm very zen-like.
Well,
Pauno's bad. We're going to be bad until he's gone. That's how I feel about it.
I think that was me more throwing the season away right there.
Okay. I think we're just going to be bad until Paunovic gets fired. I think he's a shit coach who doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Go coach Serbia, dude. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want you. Go away.
I think that if Nelson actually were to pull the trigger on some players that he has lined up or whatever the case may be, I think we're going to win despite fucking Pano. So I wouldn't expect him to get fired anytime soon. If we get players, that's the big.
He's not getting fired. I want him gone, but I don't think he's going to get fired. I think they may let him walk because he originally signed a 3-year contract.
Yep.
Did they sign him to an extension this offseason?
Nope.
Okay. So they may let him walk at the end of the deal, but I would shoot his ass tomorrow. Be done with him. He's bad. He's a madman. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. I hate his tactics. I hate everything about him. I'm done.
So then, head coach Gregg. Yes, let's do it.
No, come on. the obvious guy to hire is Dave Sarakin. Come on, that's the obvious.
I thought you were going to say the Hammer because he is kind of available.
The Hammer, he's available.
Well, I mean, he's a GM, I thought, for
the fucking chancellor of Red Bull New York, man. He's way up the totem pole.
He is, but you think he doesn't want to rectify the wrongs that he had when he was coaching?
He's super powerful in New York.
I think
power and money. Why the fuck would he want to go back on the sidelines for a pay cut?
Who's to say he
for less power?
He's part of the Red Bull.
Stupid, Rudy. That's the dumbest thing you've ever said on this podcast.
Oh, please. I said dumber shit than that.
That's true. Right about that, Ellen.
Tonight. The dumbest thing you've said tonight.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
I'm saying there's other options. There's veterans out there that are available.
Hey, we can actually get Bielsa if he becomes available.
What's that?
We can get Bielsa if he becomes available.
That'd be fantastic.
All right. Cooler to sit on, and he's good.
All right. Well, that's our quick look at the league. Rudy, you will be at the game next week, right?
Of course. I'm gonna watch us get Zlatan.
I'll be at the game.
Yeah.
So, how are you feeling about next week?
For me, I think we're gonna lose 3-2 or 3-1 with Nico getting our lone goal and Zlatan getting one of the three, and they'll probably, if one of the Dos Santos brothers is healthy, he'll get one, and probably Alessandrini or Leggett will get the third goal. So
we're fucked.
Yeah,
we're fucked.
Like this LA team really doesn't look that impressive, but when you think of the fact that if you don't start Zlatan, you still have to face Alba Kamara, who has been one of the better strikers in the league. The back line and David Bingham in goal, that's not impressive, but hey, so is our back line too. Our patchwork back line. And I feel like if we play Basti in the midfield, we'll have about a shot to control the game, but who fucking knows what Pauno's gonna do?
He's gonna throw his gloves at things and kick the headboards. That's what he's doing.
All right.
Wow. Casey is scored a second goal, by the way.
So that means
it's time for predictions, right? Because Nakamura Styles is about to start.
Oh yes.
Predictions, folks. Anyone?
3-1 LA. Like I said, Leggett gets one, Zlatan gets one, and one of the Dos Santos brothers gets one if they're healthy. And Nico gets ours.
I'm gonna say the Galaxy win 4-1. Nico with the lone goal.
Ouch. Alan.
12-1. LA Galaxy win. Nico gets our goals. Zlatan scores 4 hat tricks.
Cool. I'll go with a 2-2 draw. How about that?
Classic Fedora. Why?
But we will go up 2 goals and then give up 2 goals at the end. So that's that.
Who's scoring?
Who cares? How about one from Kitai, one from Nico? Cool. All right.
And Zlatan is in the game right now, by the way, for LA.
Zlatan is on the field and wrestling is happening. Does anyone else have anything to say about anything at all?
Go Shinsuke.
Fuck them all.
Oh,
cool. Well, all right. I'm just going to call this show because now we have stuff to watch. So,
Graps has happened. FuegoCast out, Grapcast in.
Those are some funky dance moves. All right.
Thanks, Nick.
You're welcome.
All right, we're done.
Good night.
good night. Remember, they don't want none.
No. Nick, aren't you into the wrestling? This would be awesome if you were.
Like, maybe like when I was like 14 or something.
Trust me, 14-year-old you would be right now freaking the shit out. Two once-in-a-lifetime wrestlers going at it right the fuck now.
Well, I mean,
are about to go on.
they have done it before.
Yes, I know. Wrestle
Women
2 years ago, but whatever.
Free match that's already happened.
Yes.
You like to have sex more than once, right?
Yes, this
No,
is.
I've never had sex at all.
Okay, I'm in the show here. Goodbye.